Students, whatever homework is given to you, you have to submit it on the very next day between 8 am to 1 pm to the given WhatsApp number, and it is compulsory to submit your homework as your attendance will be marked on the basis of your submission.
Good morning, students. Welcome to online session. Yesterday we have discussed about to find out the square root of given number as well as identity related to square root. Now we will discuss about the law of exponents for real number. Law of exponent for real numbers. You have already studied about different laws of exponents. Now we will apply them for real numbers. First we will revise the laws which you have studied. Now you have studied the laws for AMN, where A is base, M and N are exponent, as well as A greater than 0. M and N are natural numbers. Exponents A, M, N, all the three are natural numbers. Now in that case, you have studied this law. A raised to M into A raised to N is equal to A raised to M plus N. A raised to M divided by A raised to N is equal to A raised to M minus N. Next, A raised to M, okay. Then A raised to M into B raised to N, which is AB raised to M. Now, you have already studied that. Any number with power 0 or exponent 0 is 1. So, A raised to M upon A raised to N. If it is 0, first one, A raised to M is 0, A raised to N, then in that case it is converted into A raised to minus N. We can represent it as reciprocal of A raised to N. So now we will further extend this law of exponents to negative exponents. Law of exponents to negative exponents. In our previous session we have studied it. Now, if we want to find out nth root of A, which can be written as A raised to 1 upon N. Suppose A, B and N are natural number, A greater than 0, B greater than 0, then in that case nth root of A is equal to B. We can simply write it as B raised to N is equal to A. Now, we will further consider the examples of negative exponents first. 5 raised to pi square into 5 raised to minus 15. Now, what will happen to this? 5 square into 5 raised to minus 15. So, it will be 5 to minus 15. That is 5 raised to minus 13. Write a reciprocal of that, which is 5 raised to 30. Now, we will next explain. I am going to explain next part of it. For three numbers A, M and N, where A is a real number and M and N are such numbers which have only one common factor, that is 1. That is, they are mutually co-prime. Now in that case we will extend this law to A raised to M into A raised to N. Previously we have seen that A, M, N both all are natural numbers. Now here A is a real number, M and N are integers. then a raised to m into a raised to n is equal to a raised to m plus n. All the rules are same. A raised to n bracket raised to n is a raised to mn. Okay. A greater than 0. P and Q are integers. Then we will extend these rules at a raised to p into a raised to q is equal to a raised to p plus q. A raised to p, a raised to q. Now what is the difference between these two and previous one? Here we are considered these as integers. Now we will discuss some sums related to this. Now this time. 8 raised to 3 by 2. Now we will write it this as square root of 8 bracket raised to 3. So square root of 8 it is, okay, sorry, 2 by 3. Third root of 8 bracket square. Now third root of 8 is 2. It can be written as like this. 2 square, that is 4. Or we can write it as 8 square bracket raised to 1/3. 8 square means 64 bracket raised to 1/3. 64 means it is 4 cube into 1 by 3. So 3 get cancelled. Both way we get the same answer. Now let's solve the sums related to this law of exponents. Simplify. Two raised to 2 by 3 into 2 raised to 1 by 5. Bracket raised to 7. Now here it is a raised to n, a raised to n. So therefore it is a raised to m plus n. So 2 is the base, raised to power or exponent 2 by 3 plus 1 by 5. Find out the LCM. 5 to the 10, 3 1 the 3. So it is 10 plus 3 upon 5 3 the 15. So answer is 2 raised to 13 upon 15. Now here it is 1 raised to 7 if you simplify it or expand it. 3 cube raised to 7. 1 raised to 7 is 1 and 3 7 the 21. So answer is either 1 upon 3 raised to 21 or 3 raised to minus 21. Now next type of sum is raised to half divided by 11 raised to 1 by 4. Again it is in the form a raised to p upon a raised to q. So its simplification is a raised to p minus q, which is 11 raised to half minus 1 by 4. LCM here is 2 to the 4. So LCM is 4. As 2 to the 4 here it is 2 minus 1 upon 4. So it is 11 raised to 1 by 4. Now next type of sum is seven raised to half into 8 raised to half. Now 7 raised to half into 8 raised to half, as the exponent is same, so it is in the form a raised to p, b raised to p. Again start करो. Fourth sum 7 raised to half into 8 raised to half. Now it is in the form a raised to p and b raised to p. Therefore, his answer is ab raised to p, as the exponents are same. Therefore, it is 7 into 8 raised to half. So, which is 56 raised to half. We can further convert it into simplified form or keep it as it is. Now, next is evaluate. Different types of sum we will discuss. Next type of sum is evaluate or find. First, 9 raised to 3 by 2. Now 9 raised to 3 by 2. So we can do it in this way. 9 means 3 square raised to 3 by 2, which is 3. Now it is in the form a raised to m bracket raised to n, or a raised to p bracket raised to q. So it will be 3 square into 3 by 2. 3 cube, which is 27. Next sum, (32 raised to 2 by 5). Now 32 means 2 raised to 5 bracket raised to 2 by 5. Call it 2 square, which is 4. Third, 16 raised to 3 by 4. 16 means it is 2 raised to 4 into 3 by 4. So 2 raised to 4 into 3 by 4, 2 cube, which is 8. With this we have finished this chapter, and homework is the remaining part of exercise 120. Now whatever homework you are doing, you have to submit it on the phone numbers which are given to you tomorrow at between 9 to 1, and on the basis of your submission of homework, your attendance as well as your internal marks will be noted. Thank you.